Hey guys, Christopher Green, AMTV Alternative Media Television. It is the 28th of April, I believe, and...
What the fuck do you mean by I believe? Like, I guess that means that he's recording his videos like ahead of time, like days ahead of time. And I don't know if that really works for a channel like AMTV, since, you know, they're supposed to be reporting the fucking news and you gotta be on that shit, you know, daily. So I guess, you know, you don't really have to report news every day, though, when you're fucking making up the news at this point. Hey guys, it's me, ya boy, coming back to AMTV, and I know most of you probably believe, you know, that attacking AMTV is basically below the belt shots here, because it's just so easy to go after these guys. But you know, I think that AMTV is a really good target right now, because, you know, they got a fucking bone thrown at them with the quarantine. Like, they said that something bad was gonna happen, but I don't remember them ever saying it was actually gonna be a plague. I remember it being like fucking 5G's gonna fucking melt your face off, you know? That tower's gonna go up and it's gonna look like that fucking scene from Indiana Jones where it just fucking melts you. So, you know, I figured, you know, I'm gonna come back to AT and fucking rain on their parade here, and by showing you, you know, just how crazy these fuckers are, even when they get a bone thrown at them.
Got a big story for you today. You know, I've always asked you guys to follow the money. Right, follow the money.
Oh yeah, follow the fucking money, because when you can't get rich off of Bitcoin, fucking sell it to people. Be like, this is how you get rich off of Bitcoin. Is that why the class costs so fucking much? And when that didn't make enough money, you're starting to sell food kits for your eventual disaster. And I guess they got sold out because they got a fucking bone thrown at them. But even then, you know, they're fucking crazy. Or your survival class, which, you know, economically doesn't make any sense because there are plenty of free YouTube survival videos. But what makes yours so fucking special is like how to EMP proof your crap. No, if you can fucking afford that class, then I'm pretty sure you can afford to EMP proof your shit without, you know, having to fucking redneck some special machine.
And that'll tell you what the motive is. And simply by asking the question, who stands to profit, you can figure out what the...
There's only one guy profiting out of this whole fucking thing, and you're looking right at him. It's fucking Christopher, you know? He's selling you a whole bunch of lies, and people actually buy this shit, which is actually horrible. Why do people do this? Like, honestly, AMTV should have gotten shut down, you know, a while ago if people had, like, more than 3 fucking brain cells.
Agenda is, right? You probably heard this before. Follow the money. So let me ask you a critical question. Who are the biggest profiteers of the virus? An alien virus, an invisible enemy. Who stands to profit the most? Now, as we've seen with the PPE loans, who stands to profit the most with those because they're out of them, for small and medium-sized businesses are the large mega corporations that are taking those handouts, like the Lakers. The Lakers actually just got LeBron James, you know, all those guys that make millions and millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars a year, just got a bailout, not from the federal government, from you tuning in, the taxpayers, middle-class Americans, many who...
Okay, clearly this guy's expecting us to have never taken a fucking government class before, because no federal government, you know, just prints money out of magic. No, people pay taxes, and that's how systems of law work, and, you know, governments are set up. So how else is the government gonna make money other than taxing people? I can't fucking imagine. I guess Christopher's, you know, just going a bit crazy. You know, he's probably dehydrated. He's been out in the sun for so fucking long. I mean, look at all these videos where he's just outside. I mean, speaking of which, it's actually really nice out there. I wonder if that's what Arizona looks like, or is that just his fucking place? But you know, Arizona just seems like a fucking wasteland, like the Fallout New Vegas, you know, wasteland. Like the 4, you know, just the fucking wasteland where it's all radiated and shit. But nah, it looks really nice. You know, he's standing out there. You know, he just needs to drink a glass of water to finally figure out what the fuck he's actually going to talk about. But, you know, great place, ultimately. Although, I guess you can make it look good when you're fucking scandaling people out of millions of dollars.
Or without jobs. 27 million plus people filing unemployment claims. That number is soon, based on the estimates of Goldman Sachs and some of our Federal Reserve officials, suggesting that could be 50 plus million very, very soon. 20+% unemployment rate in the United States. But who are the biggest profiteers when it comes to COVID? The big banks? Mass surveillance?
Ooh, I actually got a list right here that says who are the biggest profiteers, and right here on number 1, it actually says some fucking degenerate company known as Alternate Media Television, whatever the fuck. Is that just like pre-programming you see at like 3 a.m.? You know, next to the softcore porn. I don't know. I guess since people have to stay home, they have to watch, something to keep themselves from going crazy and, fucking slitting their wrists. So yeah, I guess just TV's winning. Although I get the feeling that it isn't that.
The tech giants, politicians, Washington, D.C., people like Nancy Pelosi now pushing for universal basic income because that has always been the agenda. Again, they test marketed that with Bernie.
I'm sorry, what's the fucking agenda? I'm so lost right now. It's like, joining in on season 5 here. I've been gone for a little bit. So, like, is the agenda still 5G, still an EMP, still nuclear war, still a pandemic, which is happening right now, which I think would be, reasonably the agenda? Or is it universal basic income? What the fuck? I guess, he's got some way of spinning it that I just missed, that somehow makes it look bad, but I don't fucking know.
Sanders and Andrew Yang. They were never expected to win. It's just putting it into the psychological mind of the American people so they can get used to being a peasant in the United States. Well, the top 0.00001% get richer and richer and richer by the second. Again, Jeff Bezos' net worth jumped an astonishing $25 billion just in the last couple of days as a result of COVID. It's actually helped his business. Big Pharma, as we see the rollout of these studies and vaccines that are in production now, and also fake meat. I've talked about this for years. Fake meat, beyond.
Okay, now we just spreading lies. I know AMTV has like a whole business of doing this, but I know for a fact that this little bitch over here, has only been talking about fake meat and all the estrogen in it for about as long as the Burger King whatever fake meat sandwich came out, which was like a year ago. So obviously this guy's, just saying, like, if I were to say, AMTV's been lying for years already at this point, even though they've only been around for like 2. Although I guess I saw them around like 2 years ago or 1 year ago. It was like 1 to 2 years ago, but I know they're on the business that every year something that they, the world doesn't end, they just go and delete their videos and then try over again. So I don't fucking know how long they've been around, but honestly, this guy, he's just been talking about random crap, and at this point, I'd actually want to see 5G fucking murder us, just to be like, maybe this guy wasn't so fucking crazy.
Meat. They call it Beyond Meat because it's beyond recognition of real meat. It is lab grown. If you look this in,
that could be your new slogan: Beyond Truth. AMTV, Beyond Truth, because the truth doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Information up for yourself. They call it plant-based, but if you look underneath the hood of that term and definition, you'll see that actual ingredients include things like plastics and cause diarrhea. That's why they call it Beyond Meat. Or
I think he's confusing it with the "I can't believe it's not butter" slogan, where you just taste the butter and you're like, wow, I can't believe it's not fucking butter. And these things, you take a bite out of them and they're so so fucking burnt that you're like, wow, I can't believe it's not burnt meat. So I guess that's where he's getting confused. And also, what the fuck is the ingredient called? Plastic cause diarrhea? Whatever the fuck. I don't think that's an actual ingredient, my dude. I don't think they put diarrhea in the fucking food supply. Unless you eat vegetables, because that's cow manure, but I don't know.
Impossible foods, because it's not possible. A man or a woman in a lab coat, in a white coat, created it synthetically and artificially because they stand to profit immensely because the costs are lower to produce en masse for all of you tuning in. So let's think about this for a
Holy shit, look at this man's immense brain power. Finally putting those gears to work, just fucking grinding the fucking rust out of them. I'm sorry. I'm having a fucking seizure just listening to this shit, but like he's just fucking grinding those gears and he's like, why would a company do something that saves them money? It's gotta be, of course, some immense conspiracy theory to control the fucking masses.
What's happened? All of a sudden, everybody's unemployed because you're non-essential as an American worker. But the mega corporations are allowed to stay open. People lose their income, and now...
Whoa. Companies that actually let people live are considered essential? Now that's fucking profiteering, my man. Of course they're gonna fucking lock you down if you're like a shoemaker. In fact, I actually think you could still buy shoes. I live in an area where everything's pretty much considered essential, so I don't really know any good examples of what's not essential besides what I had, which was just, fucking evicting people, which, we can't really be in the business of evicting people right now if they, literally do not have the means to pay their bills. So yeah, that's like the only example I got. Everything else has been considered essential. So like, if anyone could help me see, what's considered not essential, but places where you actually buy food, or actually go like food banks and shit, it's like this guy's like, why would those be allowed to stay open? It's a fucking conspiracy. Agenda 21, 1984, George Orwell, control the populace, eliminate everyone using 5G cell towers.
Tyson Foods warned yesterday that there is a breaking of the food supply, right? The processor, supplier, distributor of pork and beef and poultry and all these kinds of things said and admitted this yesterday, that millions of animals will need to be killed and cold without turning them into food. This is what Tyson Foods says. So let me get this straight. They put you out of work. They revoke your income. They call you non-essential. They give more rights to COVID than you. COVID has more constitutional rights than you.
I don't know if that's strictly true. He might be exaggerating here, but I should probably go talk to the lawyer right now. Let me go talk to the lawyer real quick. All right, let's see. Hey. I need your lawyering advice. I know you fucking defended Epstein to the fucking best, and they won't let you repractice because they're just a bunch of speciesists, But I know you know the penal code better than anyone else. So can you tell me something? Do viruses in the U.S. penal code have rights? Yeah, I thought fucking not. Fuck you, Christopher. Yeah, so nowhere in the U.S. penal code does it actually say that viruses have rights.
Tuning in, and now they're intentionally cutting the food supply. Why? What, they can't separate workers 6 feet? They can't wear masks? They can't make these people sign a disclosure that if they get infected, then it's their responsibility and not the company's to protect against legal liability? Now, thankfully, Trump is planning to make an executive order, and he's planning to order meat companies to stay in business, which, again, I don't know if it's a good thing that he's doing that, but it only proves that they're nationalizing our...
I like how he's walking a fine line here, because I know most of their audience are Trump supporters here, and he very clearly makes it out that he's a Trump supporter like most of the time. So he's like walking a very fine line where he knows if he fucks up with how he talks about Trump, he's gonna like lose about a quarter to a half of his audience. So he's like, what can I diss Trump with real quick, but still keep these hoes around.
Food here in the United States of America. This is why Jeff Bezos bought Whole Foods, and I talked about this for years as well. He bought Whole Foods because you control the food supply to the human population. You control everything. Same thing.
Yes, of course. With the power of Whole Foods, Jeff Bezos now has the ability to control what the rich people fucking eat and what the rich neighborhoods fucking buy. Oh, wait. What the fuck? There's this thing called the FDA. And I guess they just, fucking said that, no, you can't actually put bad things in food. Who the fuck are these guys to say what we can and can't do? If I want to put fucking 2 tons of lead in my brick, in my fucking sandwich, no government company's gonna fucking stop me. I'm gonna take a big old bite out of that, fucking grind my teeth into my fucking gum, swallow that down, and maybe I'll have the intelligence of Christopher Green once it's digested.
With health. Same thing with that data tracking. Same thing with geolocating your phone, which we've heard from all the big tech giants to make sure you don't have COVID-19. They're also considering testing on international flights if you attempt to leave the country or come into the United States for COVID.
Who the fuck is the government to test what people do when they come out of flights? You know, see if they have a fucking virus. It's not like we're under fucking quarantine or anything. Clearly, you're just 1984 taking away your fucking rights and your ability to live.
This ties into every part of their agenda. Also, this is how they get the American people to accept drones. Surveillance drones that they say are going to deliver medical supplies to retirement communities and these kinds of things. How is this not our worst nightmare? How is this not 1984? How is it not movies like Elysium, where the super state cities of the future are built and all of us live in the slums? So you got to look.
Yo, I want to live in this guy's fucking slum where he's out here burying like 2 kilos of gold every fucking day. Like, honestly, this seems like the good slums, man.
Who are the biggest profiteers of all of this? The big banks. In fact, I just tried opening up another account today for various reasons, just to experiment to see what's going on. And they said, we just want you to know, sir, if you open up an account with us, you cannot apply for a PPE loan. I said, well, I don't need a PPE loan. They're saying, oh, okay, well, we just want to make sure, because you're a small business owner, we're not going to give you any money. I'm like, I don't need any money. You see how this works?
Not really. I don't really see how this works. I mean, I see you just literally confirm my point that AMTV literally is profiteering off of this crap to the point where they don't even need a loan to stay afloat. So, like, you know, I guess, you know, you're saying you're fucking rich? That your lies fucking spread, that you fucking swindle people out of money, and they're fucking bearing gold by the day, by the fucking kilo, you know? So I maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I don't have Christopher's immense brain power. So you know what, you fucking win this one, dude.
The Lakers get a bailout, but you don't. Richard Branson begging a billionaire for a bailout. He'll get one. You won't. This is how this works. So the big banks are profiting. Mass surveillance is profiting. The military-industrial complex is profiting. Big tech is profiting. Wireless communications, 5G, is profiting. Politicians are profiting. The mainstream media is profiting off of fear. Big pharmaceuticals, and of course, the fake meat industry, which could only be described, in my opinion, this is my opinion, as Soylent Green. As Soylent Green. They are literally direct beneficiaries of the fear-mongering of what's happening now so that they can keep you in your homes. And the longer they keep you in your home, the more money they make. Also, I'll keep this short today. Understand that this is phase 2.
Just a little side note. He's saying he's going to keep it short and sweet, you know? But the video's like 13 fucking minutes long. Like, I could easily condense everything he's saying into like 3 minutes, but, you know, you got to get that fucking watch time, because, you know, how else are, you know, the people that don't buy your gold kit, you don't buy your fucking food kit, don't buy your fucking, I don't know, penis enlargement kit, you know, I guess the only way you're going to get money off them is through ads, which I don't even think YouTube will let AMTV run ads because of the way they are. So, you know, if you get ads on their videos, I'm just like, damn, maybe they just haven't gotten demonetized yet. You know, maybe they're like my channel that, you know, like, yeah. Oh, and I like how he's covering his ass every time by saying, in my opinion. I need to really put that in the end of the video. That way, you know, he can't come after my ass.
The rollout that you've seen nothing yet. It's going to get much, much worse here in the United States of America and worldwide. Okay, yes, they're suggesting they're going to start reopening up states little by little, but the second shoe has not dropped, and it will. We see war games overseas. We see this with Kim Jong-un. Oh, he passed away. No, he didn't. He passed away. No, he didn't. Trump says, no, I think Kim Jong-un's fine. And then he says, no, I know the truth about Kim Jong-un, but I can't tell you about it because it's a matter of national security. Again, we have a...
Speaking of which, I don't really keep up too much with the Kim Jong-un story because, you know, the story does keep changing, which is sad. But I'm pretty sure if he was dead, the U.S. would have a fucking field day with that. So if they're not having a field day with it, I'd say he's probably like comatose or even fine and just recovering. But if he was fine and just recovering, he would release that. So yeah, I guess the dude's fucking comatose. You could deduct from that.
Jockeying of geopolitical powers, namely China and the United States, jockeying for world supremacy as they intentionally reset the debt monetary system in a hyperinflationary collapse here in the United States of America. A revocation of your income, a bailout to the rich, like they've always done since 2008 and 09. They changed the rules. They introduced a new digital currency. It is likely to be backed and built on the backbone of Libra, which is Mark Zuckerberg's creation. All these people get richer, and they push forward the agenda. You've probably heard of Agenda 21.
Nope. I'm fucking calling it right here. I'm fucking done for the fucking night, okay? I cannot literally fucking deal with this. I am literally out of Jack Daniels right now. So if we're gonna go into fucking Agenda 21 with this shit, you know, I'm gonna need to go out and buy some. But just fuck AMTV. I fucking hate this channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Whatever he has to say next is clearly not important, because, you know, if it was important, they would have, you know, made it like a 5 fucking minute video of them saying, I fucking told you so. So, you know, this guy's just gonna keep shooting shots in the dark until he finally hits something. Throw enough lead down range, literally you're gonna hit something, so there you go. And he finally fucking hit something, and he's like, I wonder what else I could hit. Let me throw everything. Astronaut, 5G, fucking black people, I don't fucking know. That's just a reference to the earlier video. I don't know. I can't fucking do this shit. So, you know, if I'm gonna need a break from AMTV already. So, please don't make me come back to this fucking channel for at least another, you know, month or so. So yeah, thanks guys for just watching this absolute cringe video, and hopefully I don't need to come back to this channel ever fucking again, but they're just a fucking black hole. It's just, like, you know, if I just so much as think the letter A, I'm gonna get fucking sucked back into this shit, so... I guess subscribe if you want more. Oh, and I forgot to cover my ass. Everything I have just said in this video is clearly my opinion. There is some clear exaggeration here. Except for the part where I called Christopher dumb, because that's just fact. And again, that's just my opinion.